Welcome, everybody, to the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast, a weekly automotive podcast hosted by four drivers from the PDX Sim team. Myself, Sean, followed up by Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. Join us every Monday as we drop a new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast where we talk about sim racing, motorsports, and street cars, the new up-and-coming street cars are coming out, fun cars that we would like to drive. So we're talking, the new Porsches, the new Z car, Ferrari, Lamborghini, supercars, hypercars, all the good stuff, and just kind of chit-chatting and bullshitting along the way. So join us every Monday for a new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show. Real quick, if you're a sim racer and you're looking for a new sim rig, check out the affiliate link down below for Extreme Sim Racing. I run an Extreme Sim Racing cockpit for about a year and a half now, and I love it. It's well built. There's no flex. They got great customer service. They got all kinds of products. And right now, if you buy anything through the website, you get a month of iRacing for free. I think it's a month or 3 months. You're going to want to click the link and go check it out because you get some free iRacing to go along with your purchase. And they got Sim Magic gear and all kinds of stuff. So check out the Extreme Sim Racing affiliate link. We'd really appreciate it. Plus, they got some pretty great stuff. Also, if you're thinking about starting your own podcast like we did, check out the affiliate link for Buzzsprout. We chose Buzzsprout because it's easy to use, easy to figure out. And if you're new at this thing, check them out. Check the affiliate link. On your second build cycle, they're going to kick you back $20 in Amazon gift cards. So check it out. We'd really appreciate it. And also at the bottom, there's a support the show link. That'll take you to our PayPal account. If you'd like to donate to the show, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening and enjoy the show. Episode 21 of the DGDR podcast, and we're here with Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. What is up? Coming at you with another episode.
Are we live?
Live? Who's live? We are live.
Oh,
Monday morning.
Sorry. It's not Monday morning. Let's not lie because we have to tell them we don't have any Coach Mike's corner.
No.
Yeah,
Pre-recorded. Pre-recorded.
This is pre-recorded after the
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes, pre-recorded after the manufacturer series, so we're still a bit up on it.
Yep.
Like I am high right now. I'll tell you that right now. Like literally, I am still shaking from that race.
It was a good race. It was a good race. 16 laps at Autotopolis in the Group 3s.
Good rhythm track.
Yeah, it was
it was very intense.
It was.
So, that even dealing with a shit car that hated dirty air, I went from 13th to 9th.
Woo!
It should have been 8th if it hadn't been for a dick bag.
And what car are you in?
I'm in the Mercedes, and the Mercedes they've destroyed. Whatever they did to whatever PD did to the Mercedes destroyed the Group 3 car. The Group 4 car is amazing. Love the Group 4 car.
Right.
But dude, they fucked up the Group 3 car.
I know, I feel as of lately, the Group 4 cars do feel a lot better than the Group 3s. For the most part. Their counterparts. Like the Lexus, the Group 4 feels better. The Ferrari, definitely Group 4 over the Group 3.
No, I have to agree. The Group 4s, for the most part, feel pretty decent overall to drive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially in comparison to the Group 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, the Group 1 aren't terrible. The Group 2 aren't terrible. The Group 3 are terrible.
Yeah, they just don't want to grip.
Dude, the front end doesn't want to grip. They fucked with the Porsche, rose it. I think they brought the center of gravity up a little bit. So now every time you hit the brakes, if there is any input in the steering wheel, it wants to swap ends immediately.
Going sideways.
Like it is hard. Dude, it is hard to control when you're trying to trail brake because the car just wants to spin. It's bad.
The one thing is like noticeably on almost all the cars is every car has massive front tire wear now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas before half the cars were even, half the cars were not half obviously, but there was a balance of like front to evenish to rear wheel. Like there was always different wear. Like there was like 3 categories of wear. Now it's every car wears heavy front.
I know, and
so whatever it does screwed everything.
We had the brake bias before to where we could change that up, and we haven't had that for the however long this has been.
The whole year.
8 months, or 10 months.
10. It'll be a year in March 4th.
It's like bring the brake bias back so we can.
Well, they can't do that. They can't do that because when they do that, it breaks their system. Good job. And makes it so you can do little things to your car as opposed to just fixing it and making brake bias happen.
Right.
And why can't you? Why is there still no BOP on the SF19? You still can't BOP that car. If you try to, it still tries to make you take off nitrous. It doesn't have nitrous.
Oh, yeah, for the overtake.
Yeah. Well, it has overtake. It doesn't have nitrous.
Right. Mm-hmm. But it thinks it's nitrous.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good job at not figuring things out. Sorry, a little bit of Jimbo rant there.
Jimbo. We could have a good one since we don't have a coach.
Oh,
Corner. Into it. Let's go. What? Jimbo rants.
Oh, yeah.
Give it to him, Jim.
Tisha's brought this up in a video today. Well, we can start with lots of things. How did you fuck up all the front engine rear drive cars by making them push through corners? By basically making them do exactly the opposite of what they want to do. How? And then, why do you have so much dirty air coming off the cars in front of you? Now, we all know that there's going to be dirty air, especially with high downforce cars. But they have made it so extreme that you can't have very close driving in those cars. You can't. Tish said that too. He's like, it would be a lot closer racing if you didn't have so much dirty air. But again, they don't fucking understand. It's a bunch of computer nerds. It's a bunch of computer nerds that don't know how to fuck. They don't know what racing's about.
Yep. Dial it halfway of where it's at now, and it'd be so much better.
Not even that. There's like the front ends completely wash out. It's not hard to figure it out. ACC does it. They have dirty air and slipstream, but it's not even noticeable compared.
More realistic on ECC.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the suspension adjustment is actually done the way it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Not opposite of everything that you know about a car.
Yep.
It's just, it's so fucking frustrating that you can't get these things correct. Like, we paid however much, some of us paid $70 for the game, some of us paid, or $60 for the game, some of us paid twice for the game.
It was $100 or $90.
And some people probably paid $100 to get the
25th anniversary.
Oh yeah, that's the one I got.
I got the premium pack, and you didn't give us
nothing.
And you didn't give us a whole game.
No, but they gave us a
cars
Porsche hybrid or some
and
shit.
some credits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was. It's amazing that you have a game that was so good. Gran Turismo Sports online mode was so good, and you couldn't take that and just transfer it over. Instead, you had to redo. You had to discover the wheel again, and it's still fucking square.
Yep.
Like
Still
you
square.
have a square wheel. Oh, but don't worry. Here's some bread for this shit sandwich square wheeled wagon.
Oh.
You know, we're going to give you a new car and a new track. That's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah. That's going to be great. We're going to give you another Nissan. And why the fuck is the Nissan so strong now? It went from being a dog to the car that everybody's going to drive because it's meta.
Greasing them palms, baby.
Like, so it's just makes me, just fucking infuriates me.
Makes Jimbo mad.
I'm mad. Yeah, it just makes
those rants.
Right.
Just fix it.
Fix it.
Just stop giving me a car. Stop giving me a track. Fix the game first. Fix those things that you've known about for 8 months.
So Tej, I caught one of his past live streams he just did. They were in ACC, and people were asking him about Gran Turismo and why doesn't he race in it anymore. And he was pretty much saying, why should I? Because I've already accomplished what I wanted to accomplish in it, but also people are practicing like 9 hours a day, and I'm not doing that. And then, two, this came out, he was saying this, Gran Turismo 7 was, remember back in sport, God, when was it? They started showing trailers for GT7. It was supposed to just be for the PS4. It wasn't supposed to be for PS5.
What?
Sony pushed to get it going for the launch of the PS5. Didn't get it, but they were pushing. So they had to change everything to make it work for the PS5. And that's why the PS5 has so much problems with the connecting.
All the bugs.
And all the bullshit.
Kinks.
It's because it was made for the 4.
Makes sense.
So I was like, oh, what the fuck, dude?
So
and he's saying mainly he doesn't blame PD for that. He blames Sony for the push.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're building it for this, and no, you need it for the launch of PS5. Yeah, that fucks everything. And so code or whatever may not work.
And
yeah,
they didn't even make. Did they make launch? When was launch? See, we're already so far. It was 2020, right?
So this game came out March 4th of last year.
Right.
PS5 had already been out for a year.
Okay.
Probably 16 months.
Okay. Yeah.
And everything. So so the game was completely rushed, and we knew that as soon as we got it. So it was designed for PS4. Sony pushed it.
And I'm trying to remember the first talks about GT7 and the first screenshots. I'm trying to remember how far
this is what we have to remember. This is what we have to remember about. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on.
Oh.
It's nice to have a mute button.
Mute or the
nice.
So the CEO that took over Sony was the one that pushed PD to have microtransaction. He's also the one that made our games more expensive.
Ooh.
He's also the one that forced Microsoft to put their games up higher. Because it's like, oh, well, if PlayStation can get $70 for a game now, then we'll charge $70. So it's the new CEO that was pushing things. I guarantee it. And this is what happens. You get an unfinished game. You get a piece of crap. Sad. It's really sad because the game is beautiful. The game is spectacular. But then you have issues with, when you do your licensing, the Nissan 370 still does not handle like the real world car. You go into a corner and the thing immediately spins. It's not how the real car works. Tinge pointed that out week 1, day 1 of the launch. He got in that car and he's like, sweet, I have this car. I know how to drive this car. He goes into the corner and the car spins because they still haven't figured out weight transfer. You know, because why would you have so much time to develop a game, but you wouldn't go into a car, put accelerometers in it, take that data, and then transfer it to that real world car? You have the opportunity to do that. You just do. You had years to do that, and you never did that. It's stupid. Why do you think iRacing looks like garbage? It just does. It looks like a game that's 20 years old. But it races like a modern game because they have worked on the physics of those cars. They have put in the time to figure out how each one of those cars is supposed to react. I mean, I'm not going to pay $120, $150 a year to do iRacing because it looks like shit. But like the cars handle the way the cars are supposed to handle. ACC, the cars handle like the cars are supposed to handle. Gran Turismo 7, the cars do not handle. They don't. It's bad. It's just bad. I honestly have just started thinking about just playing ACC on my computer.
Yep.
Because then I can actually race against more people too.
Yeah. Sony pushing the product that wasn't designed for, so the end user, us, we suffer, and yeah.
Well, too, wasn't it when they went
to the brand and keep playing the game?
Just sucked in. I can't stop no matter how pissed I get. And two, once they started fucking with the physics and bringing them back to the old physics instead of leaving them, that's when shit started getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, and then they switched it. If you remember with the Porsches, they went back to the old physics on the Porsche and made the Porsche faster. Is great. And then they switched them again. Like they were like, oh, we're switching the physics. We're switching the physics. We're switching the physics. And stop doing that.
Beta test. It's all beta and shit.
Yeah.
This is what you have to do. You get the physics to where everybody likes how the car drives, and then balance of performance is supposed to be done by adding and taking away weight. And also horsepower. So start adjusting horsepower on things. Make each car drive really good, and then you adjust the horsepower and the weight to make the cars race together better. And do something about the dirty air. That's how it needs to be done. That's how it's done in real life. Like they're like, bring your car. All right, we're going to race around a little bit. Okay, so we're going to have to add weight. We're going to have to add or take away horsepower.
Yeah.
It's that fucking easy. But no, we've got to go and we've got to change. We got to change the suspension.
It's funny. It's like their balance of power, even Group 3 and Group 4, is so far off compared to where they were in sport. How can they? They had it there.
Again, it's a game designed not for this console. It's
yeah, but still, you can get the fucking Nissan to be a fucking OP as shit and be able to handle and drive like crazy. Why can't you make every car do that? And then just to balance the horsepower and everything.
Well, maybe this is Polyphony's way of saying "fuck you" to Sony. All right, yeah, we're gonna then put out a shit fucking, and then next time you're not gonna fucking, do this again because you saw what happened last time with GT7 sucking ass from the get go. Right out of the box, it got horrible ratings, and it lost players, and people aren't back. So maybe they're just keep and saying, "Yep, look at the numbers. Sales after the first month dropped and have been probably at 1% each month." Everybody who wanted the game blew their load fucking in March and April and got it.
Do you risk the franchise though?
You do a little bit. You do. I mean, but there's still there's the quarter? I don't know how many million people
is Kaz willing to do that though, like for his kid basically. The guy is a very proud man. Like he's at the same time now, is he going to risk his whole thing just because of despite Sony?
Maybe there's a GT8 around the corner that's going to be out in 2024 or something that's made for the PS5 or I don't know, but
I would hopefully they got to be working on an update to get it squared away.
Oh, they need to do something.
Yeah,
By the way,
I
if you
think
hear
they
typing,
are, but yeah.
if you hear typing in the back, Jermaine was on, and I asked him if he wanted to join the podcast, and his poor guy he's got a headache, and that's why he didn't do manufacturers today. So sorry about that, Jermaine.
Sorry to hear that.
Very sorry to hear that. So yeah, that sucks. Sorry. Yeah. And I'm going to use that to move away from Jimbo's rants too. I'd rather talk about the full entry list of the WEC cars. Oh, I'm like a little girl. Awesome. I'm like, look at this. Ooh,
can't wait.
So excited. I can't believe how many teams still don't have drivers.
Right, yeah.
Like they've got their main driver.
When do they have to finalize that?
I don't know, but we've got
a couple weeks.
Hypercar, there are 3 teams that only have 1 driver. In LMP2, there are 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah, there's
9 teams. And then it looks like 1, 2, 3 teams in the GT class that only have 2 drivers. And then 2, 4.
Didn't you tell them you're available?
Teams. I have actually emailed Dempsey and let him know that
that'd be dope.
I'm available. I let him know that he's going to have to find a bigger seat.
Damn, 2 spots over there open.
Yeah. I wanted to race for the Iron Dames, but apparently I wanted to be part of the Iron Dames, who are now a Porsche team. They're no longer Ferrari.
Oh
wow!
So the female team, apparently my boobs were too big, so they wouldn't allow me in there. I know, disappointing everybody. I talked with Northwest AMR, the Aston team, and they just looked at me and said I wasn't British enough. So, and I gave them the old, oi, governor, all that stuff, and apparently not close enough. So, it's pretty sad.
Did you sad. As a reference?
Dude, I did, and they were like, oh, pip pip cheerio, he's a nice enough guy, but no thanks. It was disappointing.
You bought the
very
DLC.
Disappointing. But I know, I told them that. It still didn't work. I was like, Joker, I sent him $1,000 in Amazon gift cards, and he said that the DLC pack should allow me to race for it. And he was like, nope, sorry. Here's a crazy one. So there's a Van der Waal hypercar. Yep, you're just going to have to deal with that. It's Floyd Van Waal Racing Team. The Van der Waal 680 is one of the new hypercars. Jacques Villeneuve is going to be driving it.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Esteban Gutierrez is going to be in that car too. So 2 former Formula One drivers, one of them 800 years old, but I hope he does well. I really do. Quite honestly. And Jacques Villeneuve I like because he just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
he'll say anything.
Mid-50s.
Yeah. So it's very cool to see that. Mm-hmm. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy with this field. Dude, Cadillac,
Ferraris,
Van Waal, Van der Waal, Porsche, Toyota, Ferrari, Peugeot, Glickenhaus.
God, there's like 4 Porsches. Penske's a
Porsche. Yeah, Penske Porsche.
Wow, and the hyper.
I know, right? Yeah. No,
I'm
it's going to be very interesting.
They don't have the new 296. They're still using the 488 in the GTE category.
Yeah, I saw that. And who knows? It might be racing in the LMS series.
Yeah, because it is going to be at Daytona.
Yep. Yep. So super exciting. Oh, so excited about
coming
this.
Up quick. I can't wait. Too bad some of these weren't going to be at Daytona. The Toyota will be, right? Cadillac.
Yeah. I don't know. Hold on.
W.
You're going to hear some clicking like I'm a secretary in the back. Just imagine you're at the airport.
Hold on, sir. You've been canceled. Dude, they got fucking.
The best is.
Did anybody ask you to carry any bags?
What's your last name? Oh. And what's your first name? Oh, Sean. How do you spell that? I'm like, how many from? Like, come on. That's crazy. I'm trying to see if they have the IMSA lineup. IMSA Daytona lineup.
Oh, excuse me.
2023. Oh, by the way, last week's race this week's podcast just killed Rob. Rob was like, was he really in the bathroom? I was like, yes, he was really in the bathroom. He's like, oh my gosh, why did you post that? I was like, he was smoking dope, not shitting. Right.
Oh my god! I was laughing so hard.
Oh, okay. Are you ready for this? Okay, here GTP. These are the hybrids. Cadillac, Porsche, Acura, BMW are the teams racing this year. So cool. Oh, yeah. All the Orica teams. Let's see, Nissan. Those are the LMP3s. And then, excuse me, those are LMP3s. GT Daytona Pro, Corvette, Porsche, Lexus, Aston, Ferrari 296 GT3. Cool.
Oh, I can't wait.
Lamborghini and Mercedes. The regular GT Daytona cars, BMW, Lexus, Porsche. Oh, we're already out of time. Lamborghini, Ferrari 296, Aston, Mercedes, Porsche, Acura, McLaren. And yeah, I think I already said BMW. So big field. Big field. It's going to be spectacular. Sorry about the.
And it's coming up. And it's coming up in a couple weeks.
Just like the DGDR Endurance Championship, which we got to get a few more drivers. So if you're a driver that's interested in doing endurance racing, putting a little bit of money in a pot and winning that money back, just hit us up on the PSN. That's PDX_Jimbo_Racer2 or
PDX_Sim_Racer
or
PDX_Vogues VOGZ
or
my turn.
Yes, your turn.
PDX_N_Mix Masker with a K. Masker
with the K.
That stands for PDX North because he's in Canada.
Yeah, I'm a Canadian.
So he is a Canadian. He's a Canadian.
Canadian.
How do you spell Saskatchewan? How do you spell Saskatchewan? Saskatchewan. Sorry, I get all those.
It's Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. You spell that Saskatchewan.
Oh, did you see real quick? Formula E starts this weekend, and I just got news last night. The wife was telling me they're coming to Portland in June. Formula E in June, coming to PIR. So I'm thinking I might have to go check that out.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact date, but they are coming to Portland. Yeah.
Wait.
23rd?
Formula E is coming to the Portland.
The 3rd?
Wait.
24th.
What?
24th of June. Just got.
Are you kidding me?
Woo! Formula E. Go to the track and hear nothing.
No, it sounds like the Jetsons.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, I think if I'm around, I might have to go take the fam and go check that out.
That could be really, really good. Hold on, let's make sure.
Because I wish World Challenge would come back. They were here before COVID, and that was awesome to go see.
Yes, Le Mans is going to be June 25th in our race.
Woo!
So if it's the June 24th,
that's Saturday.
Good.
Perfect.
Oh, that's good. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that.
And right now we only have 8 teams right now.
Yep.
We only have 8 teams. We need another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, excuse me, 2, 4, 6, 8. Sorry, we only have 4 teams.
14.
2, 4,
we need
6,
7
8,
teams,
8
right?
of us. So we need 7 teams. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 4 teams. So we need 3 more teams. So we need 6 more people.
6.
Hit us up. $60 entry fee, but there's the possibility of winning that back.
Yep. Big time.
So
winning more than that back, actually, if you're the top team.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, quite a bit. Yes, quite a bit more back. So yeah, hit us up on that. Oh, did you hear about the new NASCAR thing? Yeah, they want bigger trophies.
Big trophies. Real big trophies. All right, episode 21's in the books. Stay tuned. Next week, Grove Street.
Hold on. We forgot. We forgot about,
Yeah, well. Can we make it for next week?
Yep.
Yeah, probably before Grove comes on, we're gonna have to talk about it. So
yeah. Grove,
so stay tuned. We've got some news about that other league we were in.
That other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to talk about that. So sorry about that, guys. I think I ruled this conversation. I apologize.
Till next week.
See you.
See you.